So now I'm just like really curious if the people that are watching are people that tuned in from Facebook or just random people. That would be a fun thing. I just need to make sure that everybody knows where to go. So I'm going to copy the link, add it to Facebook, make sure everybody finds me, and then I'm good to go, I think. So let me see. Let's check. I need to figure out a way to add my link to the events. Here we go. And make sure to add the link. Okay, so adding the link, waiting for more people to show up. So hopefully everybody finds it again. It's weird because now I'm checking my video and it's perfect. If you have trouble with the quality of the video in YouTube, you can click on the little gear where it says settings or instellingen in Dutch, and you can just click on quality and pick whatever you like. I can broadcast in 720p, so I'm glad it isn't my phone. So let's wait for people to find it. I'm going to share my post on my own Facebook too, so I hope everybody can find it. Oh, I hate it when things don't work the way it should. Okay, let me see. YouTube live. Lindy's new metallic shakers and squirts. So I'm just buying time. It's too bad because there were like 30 people watching when I started, but that's just what happens. So now I'm adding the link. Hopefully everybody starts to find it. I'm not sure. I'll just wait for another sec and then I'll just start, and I hope that the people that want to watch can find it, and otherwise they just can watch whenever they do. Let me put this on top of the page. So now for my Dutch friend, I really hope they don't have to make dinner now because it's like 10 to 5. And in Holland, like 5:30 is the most decent time to eat. So I hope everybody can just sit it out for half an hour. So now I've added the link like to every part of every little corner in the web that I could. So let's hope that this will work. Let me put away my... Wow, I'm thinking of a word in English and I just can't come up with it. So now I'm really nervous. So there are only 22 people watching, but hey, I'm just going to start and we'll see how it goes. I'm just glad that everybody can see the image like quite good, actually. It's not all that bad. So let me start by showing you what I wanted to show you. So the fact is that I actually thought about some techniques I wanted to show you, and I wanted to show you the colors, and I had like this really good plan figured out in my head, but Facebook messed that up. So what I really like to do first is show you... Oh, the camera's shaky. Wait. That's because I changed everything just to get the connection right, but now I think it's okay. So the wobbly would stop in like 5 seconds or so. So what I first wanted to do is show you all the colors that we have. We have like 5 new metallic shakers. And for the people that don't know the shakers yet, there are like these little containers. Let me open one with powder in them. So you can see here, there's powder in there. So that's actually dye-based pigment powder, colored powder. And Lindy's also already has like 20 colors. And now they've added 5 more colors in metallic shades. So we've got glittering gold, stormy silver, aged copper, antique gold, and antique bronze. So the idea of these shakers is the same as the magical shakers that, or the old magical shakers, but the color is a bit different. So I'm going to show you later on. And the squirts. So the shakers are already available on the website, I guess, but the squirts aren't, not just yet. So I really would give you the advice to mark down the colors that you want to have and order them right the sec that you can, because they probably will go fast because they're like really, really nice. They're really cool. So here we have 10 colors. I actually made a picture and I saw that I only had 9. So I looked through my box and I forgot one color. So there are 10 and in my picture there are 9. So these are the colors. So we have polite people purple. The names, they're really funny. Maple syrup bronze. Canadian bacon blush. This is actually my favorite color. Oh, Canada crimson. Poutine gold. Emerald A. At least I think you pronounce it like that. Looney Toony teal. Beavertail brown. Hokey Puck black. And I think it's Banff blue. I'm not sure, but so the difference with these colors, because they look a bit the same as the sprays do, is that they are a bit thicker. So they're still fluid. As you can see, it's still fluid, but the consistency is just a little bit thicker. So it's more of a ink combined with paint instead of only ink. So that's something you should keep in mind. But that's a fun thing. So I've added a couple of silver balls just to make sure that the mica, which is under there, is like easily mixed. So think that the ones that you'll buy already have these little balls in them. So as you can see, I'm just shaking them to get the mica all dissolved. And the fun thing, and why I love these, is the fact that these colors are just even a bit more exciting than the colors that the older colors of Lindy's. So I'm going to show you why. Let me get the mica all shaped. And just if you have any questions, just ask me, because I'm just rattle on and talk on. I can talk about Lindy's for days. So, first things first. So, I'm not sure, Michelle, if you're still watching, but I hope the camera is okay now. So, otherwise, I'm not sure what the shaking cost. What caused the shaking. So, the lid is like a, yeah, I have the same lid on my glue bottles. I'm not sure how to explain them, but, or describe them, but it's like a lid that you turn, and if you make it open a little bit, just turn it, the top becomes open. So, yeah, maybe a fine tip, I'm not sure, but it's like the glue tip. So what happens if I hold it like this, it just let these little drops come out. So as you can see, this is a bit more a different consistency that the inks are, because the inks are like really fluid, and this is more laying on top of the paper. So that's a bit different. But if I'm just grabbing a brush, you'll see that you can still use them in a watercolor kind of way. So watch what happens. It's still gorgeous and it's still watercolor. You can easily dilute them. So if I just add some water, you can see that I can dilute them with water. The fun thing is that I just recently started experimenting with adding alcohol to my shakers or to my magicals, and also to my squirts, and that gives like a really, really gorgeous effect. So to show you what happens, this is on Yupo paper, and this is what happens when you add squirts with alcohol, just normal, I think it's rubbing alcohol in English, and add it to Yupo paper. So I really like this. You know that I'm really missing the like heart little symbols on Facebook, because normally when I show a thing like this, you see all the hearts going up, like people like it or they don't like it because you miss the hearts. So hopefully you guys are like in awe behind your screens. So this is what happens when you add alcohol. So I'm going to write the colors down just so that you have, thanks Miriam for the hearts, so that you know what color is what. So this is O Canada Crimson. So this is just a normal red kind of color. And if I'm going to dry it, let me put on some light extra. If I'm drying it, you'll see that there's a shimmer in there. It's actually quite convenient that I'm doing a live video on YouTube now, because I'm going to host a YouTube live in about a couple of weeks, so now I can practice. So here's what happens. It has this like beautiful golden shimmer. I really love it. So let me check what's going on Facebook, just to make sure that people find the video. not sure if people do, but hey. Okay, so golden shimmer. It's beautiful. Hi, Dana. I really like this. So I'm not sure if you have seen swatches already, but oh my god, these beautiful colors. They're amazing. So now I'm using Beavertail Brown, which is one of my favorite colors. Well, actually, I like them all. So I'm just adding water. Nothing spectacular, just adding water. Let me dry it for a bit. It's like the Starburst colors, but then like a better version. Or, yeah, maybe even a better version. So, here's the color, which is extremely nice. Like this has a really bright shimmer, but this has more of a green kind of shimmer. Let me see if I can add some more lights. Now you can see it even better. Oh, this is nice. So that's Beavertail Brown. Where's my pen? And it has like this teal kind of color, teal kind of shimmer in there. So just trying to shake this a little. So now I'm going for poutine gold. So if you're going to buy these, make sure that when you use them, you close the lid, because I'm not going to show you because you've already waited for so long. But I have like these purple stains on my sweater now because I was shaking a bottle that wasn't closed. So you always think, that's not going to happen. I'm going to close them, but just to make sure. So this is nice, isn't it? So let me see if I can get it focused. Okay, I need to dry it a little bit first. This is so gorgeous color. Look at this. This is nice, isn't it? And it even seems a bit yellow, but that's more my video than it is. In real life, it's like a really bright gold. So I hope you're making your lists. So if I'm going to talk about these like I did with the first three, I'm not going to finish these 10 in an hour. But I can talk about them and talk about them and talk about them because I just really like the colors. So, blue. So this was the one that I was missing. And that I found in one of my boxes and I was like, huh, how did I miss that? It's like a really, really bright blue color. So I really use too much, as you can see. You really don't need that much to have like a bright color. They're really, really nicely pigmented. So here we go. It's a blue with an even more blue shimmer. Also very nice. So that's the one that I'm not quite pronouncing as it should, I think. Banff blue. I really need to check with Tracy what that means. So this is a black, but it's Hokey Puck black. And with every Lindy's we have, black isn't always only black. It's way more. So closing the lid again. Yeah, the blue, Heidi, is beautiful. It's like really, really intense blue. I love it. It's really gorgeous. So at first it seems to be just your regular black. Let me get a little bit of water off. Oh, I'm so in love with this color. Hey, Tiffany. So I was just telling the people that are watching, Tiffany, that it's quite convenient that my Facebook Live on the Lindy's group wasn't working, because now I can practice with my YouTube Live. It really wasn't the plan, but hey, while we're on it, we might as well use it. So black with like the most beautiful golden shimmer. I love this. Oh wow, Asia, that I really didn't know that. I think I should be ashamed. But I'm all into South Africa at the moment, so. Okay, so Hokey Pokey Black. And I'm just writing the names down so you can pick out your favorite colors and write them on your wish list. So this is just for you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to show you Emerald A. Oh, fun, Asia. I was so jealous, but I was on holiday. Oh, it would be so fun to meet each other there, but hey, we'll just need to go from Holland with a tour bus. I think there were a lot of ladies that would have come with me. Oh, so we've got another pretty color. It's so gorgeous. Yes, and you'll have to pick up some extra shifts or something because this is a problem. Yes, Tiffany, they are. They are gorgeous. This is actually like a really bad video to watch. Okay, so green with a gold, but also a little bit of green shimmer. It is beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. Oh, I'm not sure because I haven't used Finnabair liquids yet, and I think Finnabair liquids are more like a liquid acrylic paint, and these are more like inks, but then a bit thicker. So I guess that the paint by Finnabair is really more paint, and this is more ink-like. But I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but that is a bit what I think of what I've seen. And, of course, not that I like to brag or anything, but hey, these have shimmer. Okay, so this is my favorite color, and I'm going to show you why. Probably you can already see why. Yes, I think so, Heidi. But I think the main difference is the because they're starbursts, so they're like a color with a colored shimmer. So I think that's a big difference. That's the same difference as Lindy sprays compared to other sprays, is the fact that they are two-toned. Okay, so guys, check this out. Wow. I can't even begin with explaining you guys how much I like this color. But wow. Yes, I know. Oh my. This is just when I first tried this one, I was like, wow, this is my color. It is beautiful. So, hold your pens, write it down. Don't forget Canadian bacon, bacon, Canadian bacon blush. Or just write down Cindy's favorite color. Yes, well, yeah, the teal one is really cool too. But I don't know why, but I'm when I'm grabbing a color just to try things, I'm just keep grabbing my bacon blush. Hi, Sandy, welcome. I'm glad you found it. Facebook just wasn't my friend today. It really, really wasn't. So I'm just talking about the colors and just showing you why I like these so much. And this is just adding water. I'm not doing anything difficult with them or complicated. I'm just adding water, using them as, well, watercolor paints. Okay, so I'm going to just pick up a little bit of water. You can see that you're easily using too much, and I'm glad that the nozzle is on top because I'm not really paying attention on what I'm doing. But if I'm paying attention, I can just open the lid just like a really tiny bit, and the drops that come out will be much smaller. Okay, so I said that bacon blush was my favorite color, but maybe no, I love them all. So I'm working on mixed media paper. Just if you're wondering what I'm using, I like this paper. It's just typical mixed media paper with a little bit of tooth and really white. Okay, so I have 8 colors, so there are just 2 left. Still, I've got Asia's favorite color, and I'm going to add it as a finishing touch. No, she's right. It's a really beautiful color. So just a little tip. Clean your nozzle before you store the bottles, because otherwise when you pick them up, or if you put them down for a bit and like 5 minutes later you're going to shake it again, everything will be all over the place, and you'll get what I have, like a purple sweater that is actually pink. These are just ruining your craft supplies budget. Okay, look at this. It's gold and even more gold and golder, and wow. Wilma, nee hoor. Oh, let me do this in English. So she asked if you add water, or you should add water to get this effect, but because they're already diluted, you don't have to do that. You could easily do this with a dry brush. Let me show you, because I'm cleaning my brush in between, but I can show you with a dry brush. Yes, Asia. Can you remember that we were asking for a really for a bright gold? So we got that. So here's Asia's favorite color. It's teal, but not so very teal. So did you see that now it was easier to, how do you call it, just to make sure that I'm not using too much, and that was because I didn't open the nozzle really far, just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm using a dry brush, so you can see what happens. These are really, really wet colors. But the fun thing with this is that you can also mix them with your favorite acrylic mediums. So you can easily turn them from really liquid to more acrylic-like. So I have some examples here to show you what you can do with them, besides painting or pouring or... So, wow, look at this. This is just gorgeous. You can see how there's like a violet kind of purple shimmer in there. It is really gorgeous. So let's check this out. This was maple syrup bronze, and this was Looney Toony Tail. Amazing. So you can imagine why we're all quite enthusiastic in the team, because these are like Starburst and then like 2.0. It's the even better version, and Starburst were already so beautiful, and these are even better. I'm in love. I can just say anything more than I'm in love. They are gorgeous. So that's for the squirts. What I did, just to show you some things that you can do, I tried to create a little flower using sculpture paste. I actually used this one, Pasta Sculptura. I think it's the same as sculpture paste. And first mixed it a little. Well, let me show you guys, that's easier. I hope I can do another one like this. Yeah, I can do it here. That's going to be a fun swatch. So I used Polite People Purple. I need to get used to the names because I don't know them all yet. And I'm just tripping over the words. So I need this one and this one. And I just added some paste onto my work table. Shaked it very well. Added just 1 drop of color. And I need to mix it with the other one. Mix it just a little, not even like all through, but just like this. And then I started to try and create some 3D kind of structure, just to try and make the impression of a flower. Do you know that feeling that every time when you try something for the first time, it really comes out perfect, and then you try it a second time and you think, wow, that first time really worked, but now I just don't know how to do it. I was a bit afraid that would happen with my flower kind of thingy. So you really shouldn't ask me what type of flower it is, but it kind of looks like a flower, right? And then I just added an extra drop. I scooped it a bit like this, just to create a little bit more depth. So I need to practice a little with making flowers, but I really like how you can color your sculpture paste with it. But you can also do that with modeling paste, of course, or other mediums, maybe crackle paste or whatever you can come up with. You can even color your gesso with it. So that's something really nice. And because they're like really fluid, it's easily to mix it in about everything. So let me show you the shakers. I need to clean this for a bit. put this away. I need to clean these because otherwise the paste will get stuck on them and I won't be able to clean them again. So here we go. So these are a couple of examples that I forgot of the squirts. So this is when you add them with alcohol on top of just regular photo paper. It takes like a really long time before they dry. Or not the squirts, these are metallic shakers. But they're really beautiful. So this is just on regular photo paper, adding alcohol and metallic shakers. So these are squirts. And what I did here was mixing alcohol with a little bit of squirts onto a palette. And then I just put it on with little drops using these kind of thingies. And just brushed it a bit and mixed it a bit. And then this kind of started to happening. So what you can see is that the shimmer is really showing. This is on Yupo paper using rubbing alcohol. I think it's rubbing alcohol in English. So I can show you the bottle that I used. Maybe you know what it is. So here I just added some squirts while my modeling paste was still wet. And here I added squirts while it was dry already. And this is another example of alcohol ink and squirts. I really like this effect. It's almost looking like your regular alcohol ink, but then with a shimmer. And especially the shimmer is something that I really like. So that's it. I'm going to put these away. So now we're on to the most beautiful new shakers. Like, oh, they're amazing. So let me see if everybody can find the video still. People are asking me, where are you? So let me put these away. So you can see purple is my favorite color because everything I have is purple. Okay. So, magical shakers. I'm going to tell you a little something about them for the people that haven't worked with them yet. So, as I said in the beginning of the video, these aren't that much different from the old shakers. Let me get my basket. So these are the old shakers. The only difference is that these are colored shakers. Some of them, most of them have some mica in them. I probably think every color. And well, they're like really bright colored. So that's the only difference because these are metallic colored. So when you make them wet, they tend to turn a bit more soft colored than I'm used to with the old shakers. I need to come up with something different than old shakers, but those are not old. Let me show you. I need a new piece of paper. Yeah, that's better, Janneke. Oh, I was really panicking, but I'm glad that it wasn't my phone or my connection. It's just Facebook. I never did a YouTube live before, but I think the quality is even better than Facebook. Okay, so I'm just grabbing myself a smaller piece of paper. Okay, so these are the colors. So what I normally do with shakers is that if I'm swatching them, I'd like to know what happens when I add water from a bottle. And I like to know what happens if I mix all the powder into water. So what I'll be doing is just add a bit of water just here. If you're wondering, I'm working on a glass table or a glass piece of glass on top of my table. Mirjam, dat is het nuttige met het aangename verenigen. Mag jij zelf bepalen wat nuttig en aangenaam is, ja? Okay, so adding... Sorry, just a little bit Dutch in between. So I'm now only mixing it. And as you can see, now I completely mixed the color. You can see why it's a silver color. So what happens is that these colors are built from several different colors. So as you can see, these are built from purple, blue, yellow, a lot of colors. So if you're not mixing them, you'll get to see every color that eventually makes this color or creates this color. If you mix it, you can see the color how the shaker is intended to. Yeah, maybe we can call it that way. Stormy silver. So you can see the stormy silver, and this is every little pigmented particle in stormy silver. So all the magicals, all the magicals and the magical shakers have this, but I thought it would be fun to show you guys. So you can use them either way, just all mixed, or just the way like this, because that's really beautiful. So I'm doing the same thing with my, let me check, glittering gold. And it's fun, there's purple in there, or pink. So I didn't clean my brush, that's not a good thing. Let me do that. I need to clean my brush because otherwise the color is mixed. So now you can see that it's a really, really bright gold. And when it's mixed, it's like very glittery and shimmery. And you can see these colors, it's the same with the new squirts. There's so much shimmer in there. I love them. I think that is gorgeous. So let me dry this for a bit. Oh, I'm on to antique bronze. So I'm doing the same thing again. Adding some color. So you can see if you use more water, it gets more diluted and it's more like watercolor kind of substance. But it really gives this nice soft color. So I like it. It's more pastel. So here you go. There's a golden shimmer in there. Oh my Tiffany, but just one job isn't enough. You need more. We need to work from like 7 a.m. in the morning to, I don't know, late in the evening to buy everything we want. Okay, so now I'm having difficulties with focusing. So here we are. Maybe we can do some sort of crowdfunding for us girls. I'm not sure if people would buy it, but we can try. If we tell a sad story about all those pretty supplies that are always coming out like every week, and well, I'm not sure if people are going to buy that, but we could try. So now I've been doing live for way too long, because now I'm just coming up with all this nonsense. So this is H copper with a golden shimmer. Okay, so last but not least. Yeah, well, Heidi, maybe we need to like warn people that if once you try, you just can't go back. I tend to describe my mixed media adventure like a rabbit hole, and down the rabbit hole and never got back out of the rabbit hole. So I feel like Alice in Wonderland, but then Alice in Mixed Media Land, and I can't seem to find a way out. So last but not least, Antique Gold. Yes, Heidi, it's a crazy rabbit hole. Yes. And one that I wouldn't want to climb out of yet, but I know our better halves all hope for us to come back. Stop spending that much money on craft supplies. But hey, we all need a hobby. So here you go. Last but not least. It's so gorgeous. So let me write the colors down so you have an idea. This is Stormy Silver, Glittering Gold, Antique, yeah, Bronze, Aged Copper, and Antique Gold. Heidi, but that's a good thing. So now you don't have to explain to anybody why these like cardboard boxes are stacking up, and you just keep saying, no, I didn't buy craft supplies. You know the story? So guys, this is it. Aren't they just gorgeous? Oh, Tiffany, but yeah, I can imagine he says that. But you do another job. You raise your children, right? So, so gorgeous girls, isn't it? Okay. So, let me think if I can tell you more about these. So, the magical shakers are already available. These are, as I said, not very different from the shakers that were already there, but these are metallic colors. So there are like really beautiful metallic colors with shimmers. Then the Squirts. Starburst colors, a color liquid with a shimmer that is really nice, with a different nozzle than you're used to, a little bit thicker consistency than the inks, but really nice. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit more than I did for now, but because of all the Facebook trouble live thingy, I'm just going to wrap it up, because I've told you I showed everything that I wanted, and I probably think that the people that wanted to ask questions did that. I hope so. And if you have any questions later on, just comment on the video. I'll just upload it to my channel and you can just watch it all over and all over. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And yeah, just wait till somebody... I don't want to finish my video and then somebody asks a question. That would be that would be horrible. So I'm just waiting for a sec. Yeah, Heidi, I know. I really like YouTube. This is way better. So maybe I'm going to do a bit more on YouTube instead of Facebook, but hey, let's see. So guys, I'm wrapping it up. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just comment in the comment section. Just let me know. And I can't tell you a date of the release of the score sheet just yet. But as soon as we have a date, we'll let you know and we'll add it to the Lindy's Gang group. And it will work out. Just go to the bank and ask for a loan and you can buy all 10. Lol. Okay, so now I'm joking. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, morning, night, wherever you're in the world. I'm going to make dinner now. And I'll hope to see you soon in the next video maybe. Bye guys.